This is the Roulette Master, and today I'm going to share with you an incredible roulette system that was just sent in by one of my subscribers, Randy. He calls this the Dasher Delight Roulette System, and he said you will absolutely love this and start making money in the casino. So let's go ahead and put his Dasher Delight Roulette System today up against the Dr. Pepper Roulette System in a head-to-head matchup. I cannot wait to see which one makes the most money in 15 minutes. We'll start with Dr. Pepper Roulette first, and then we'll have the Dasher Delight. Let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to start with a $20 bet on second column and a $30 bet on black. The timer's set. This is the Dr. Pepper Roulette system. I'm going to share with you what you need to do with both of these roulette systems to make money in the casino, and that's a 27 red. And with the Dr. Pepper Roulette system, if you lose, you just increase by the amount that you started with. On the first one, you can just double, but after that, you need to add in 20 and 30. That puts us at a $100 total bet. And let's go ahead and spin. There's a lot of jackpot numbers with this one, and that's a 7 red right there, and we lost again. So let's increase again. We're going to go up 20 on the column, up 30 on the color, which is black. We have a 150 total bet now. And we're looking for all those black numbers on the second column. And that's a 35 black there. And we just hit one of them. That's a jackpot. $210 win. We're up 60. We go back to the base level. 20 on there. And actually with the Dr. Pepper, we're going to switch to red and third column now. Let me show you the difference here. So we're going to have 20 on third column and 30 on red now for a $50 total bet, just like we did before. But see all the red numbers in the third column? When we get a jackpot win, we're going to switch to red and third column. So once we get a jackpot win on this one, we'll switch back to black and second column. And there's another jackpot right there. That's awesome. We're up 130. We'll switch back to black now. We'll have 20 on second column, 30 on black, and let's spin. We're a minute 30 in out of 15 with the Dr. Pepper Roulette system. And that's a 9 red there. Okay, and that's a loss. So we'll increase by the amount we started with. And on the first one, that's a double. After that, you need to add 20 and 30. And that's a 28 black. Okay, and that's a win. So we're up $100. We can go back to the original bet now, which is going to be 50. 30 and 20 again. Let's go ahead and spin. If you get wins, but it's not a jackpot, you stay on the same bet until you get a jackpot. But you do go back to the original amount once you are in profit. So we lost that one. We're going to increase by the amount that we started with, which is 20 on column, 30 on color. And we need to get back to session profit before we restart. And here we go. That dropped us back to $50 profit, but that's a 24 black. And that's a partial win. We'll take it, but we're not in session profit. So that means we just rebet and spend. We do not go back to the original starting bet yet. And that is a 12 red. Okay, and that's a loss. So we increase by what we started with, which is 20 on second column, 30 on black. And let's see if we can get a black number in the second column, or a black number in general would be good. And we got 11 black there. That's a jackpot, $210. We're up 180 now, and we go back to third column for 20, red for 30. Again, we're up $180 now. This is a $2,000 bankroll system, but just remember that if you want to play for smaller amounts, you can definitely do so. You just have to, you can even take the $30 and $20 bets, down to 3 and 2 if you want to. So you can see on that last one we lost, so we're going to increase by what we started with, and here we go. All right. And that's an 18 red. Okay, and that's a $140 win right there. Let's check that one out. That's another jackpot. Look at that. So we're switching back to black in second column. Will be 20 on second column, 30 on black. We're up $270 already with the Dr. Pepper Roulette system. And here we go. Okay. Okay, and that is a loss. So we'll increase by the amount, and you can see we were up 270. We need to get back there or close to. So we increased by what we started with, and here we go. What I was saying before is you could actually do $2 and $3 and go from a $2,000 bankroll to a $200 bankroll and with no problem. And so anyone can play this. We're going to increase by 20 on the column, 30 on the color, and here we go. Again, small wins don't change which color and column you bet on, but jackpots do, and that's a 14 red. And we'll take it, the partial wins like that all day long. We're up 150. We'll just rebet and spin after wins until we hit a jackpot, or we get enough partial wins to get back in session profit. And there's another nice partial win. We'll take that. We're up 180 now. Let's go ahead and spin. We're 5 minutes in out of 15. And that's a 13 black. And that's another partial win. At least if you see a black number, or depending on which one you bet on, we're up 210 now. You know at least that you won. And then if it falls in the second column, if it's black, you hit the jackpot. Third column with red, jackpot. There's a $30 win. And actually, we can go ahead and restart now, even though we haven't hit a jackpot. And I'm glad I could show you that because you can get lots of partial wins and get back to where you want to be. You don't have to get a jackpot, and that's a 17 black. And now that's a jackpot. Okay, so we're up 310 now. We're gonna switch back to red and second column. Again, 30 on red, 20 on third column. I mean, we're switching back to third column and red from second column and black. And that's another jackpot. All right, we're at $380 now. We'll put 20 on second column, 30 on black after that jackpot, and let's spin. We're 6 minutes and 15 seconds in out of 15. And that is a 32 red. We'll take all the partial wins we can get as well. We're up 390. We'll just rebet and spin. Here we go. Still at base level, 30 and 20. And that's a 0, so we definitely lost that one. So we'll increase by the amount we started with, which is 30 and 20. And spin. Here we go. 6 minutes and 45 seconds in out of 15. That's a 16 red. And that's a loss. So let's increase by the amount we started with again. That's 20 on the column, 30 on the color, which is black, and spin. We have a 150 total bet now. And let's see what we get here. That's a 3 red. And that would have been good if we were betting on red in third column, but we are not. So we're going to go ahead and increase the bet. And here we go again. 20 on column, 30 on color, and let's go ahead and spin. $200 total bet now, 8 minutes in out of 15. That is an 11 black. Again, if it's black, you know that you won, but we hit the column and the color. That's a jackpot, $280 win. We're back up 370. We switch to 20 on third column, 30 on red. Up $370 with the Dr. Pepper roulette system so far. I cannot wait to also share with you the new system by Randy coming up here. And that's a loss there, though, so we'll need to increase from 50 to 100. And here we go. Again, the only one you can double is the first one. You're not really doubling. You're just increasing by 1 unit. But the first one is doubling if you increase by 1 unit. So there's another jackpot, $140 win. We're up $460 now. We're going to go 20 on second and 30 on black now after that win. And, man, we're kicking some butt with the Dr. Pepper roulette system today. Thank you, LAC515. And that's a 32 red. And that's a $10 win. We'll take it. We're up $470. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. And that's a 36 red. Okay, and that's a loss, so we're going to increase by 1 unit again. Again, on the first one, you can hit the double button, but after that, you need to add it in with 20 and 30, and that's a 15 black. Okay, that's a $20 win. We'll take it. We're at $440. We'll just repeat that bet and spin. 9.5 minutes in out of 15. And that's a 21 red. That's a loss. So we'll increase by what we started with, 20 and 30. 150 total bet now. Always 20 on the column, always 30 on the color. It's real easy to keep track of, and that's a 25 red. That's another total loss. So let's increase by 20 on the column, 30 on the color. We're up 190, and let's spin. All right, let's time for a win here. And that's a 5 red. We'll take a partial win. Better than a loss. We're up 230. And let's spin again. $200 total bet here. We're 10 minutes and 15 seconds in. And that's a 14 red. That's another partial win. We'll be happy to take that. We're up 270, and let's spin. All right, here we go. It's an 8 black, so at least we know we won because it hit black. But guess what? It hit the column too. That's a $280 win. We're up $550 with that jackpot. We'll put 20 on third column now, 30 on red, and let's spin. Here we go. That's a 17 black. And that's a loss. That would have been really good on the other bet. But let's go ahead and spin again. We're going to go from 50 to 100, not doubling, increasing by 1 unit. But again, you can hit the double button on the first one if you want. And that's a $20 partial win. We're at 520. We'll just rebet and spin. Here we go. That's a 16 red. Another partial win. We'll take it. We're up 540. And let's go ahead and spin again here. All right, that's a 36 red. All right, that's a $140 win. Guess what? It's another jackpot. We're up $680. We're back to second column and black. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and spin again here. Almost 12 minutes in out of 15. And that's a 14 red. It's a nice $10 win. We'll take any win we can get. Here we go again. Let's see what we get on this one. Dr. Pepper roulette system is killing it right now. That's an 813 black. And that's another win. We're up $700. We'll just stay right there and spin. Here we go. And that's a 28 black. Another partial win. We'll take those all day long as well. We're up 710. And here we go. Okay, that's a 19 red. And that's a loss. So we're going to go ahead and increase by the amount that we started with on each of those, which is again 20 on column, 30 on color. That's an 8 black. It's another jackpot. Wow, we're up $800 now. So we'll be 20 on third column, 30 on red, and man, this is awesome. 13 minutes in out of 15. All right, that's a 36 red. And that's a $70 win, and we're up $870. Let's check that last one. That's another jackpot. Wow. Okay, so we're going back to 20 on second column, 30 on black. We're up $870, and let's spin. And this Dr. Pepper roulette system is doing fantastic today, and that's a 13 black. Okay, that's a $10 win. We're up $880. We'll just rebet and spin. 13 and a half minutes in out of 15. Minute and a half left. First part of the challenge, that's a 12 red. And that's a loss, so we'll go ahead and increase by what we started with. 20 on column, 30 on color, and here we go. That is the 17 black, and guess what, guys? That's another jackpot. We're up $970. We're back to 20 on third column, 30 on red, and we have 1 minute left in the first part of this challenge. And here we go. And that is a loss. So we're going to increase by what we started with, 20 on column, 30 on color. And here we go. It's a 24 black. And we'll take a $20 win, and we're up $940. We'll just rebet and spin. 14 and a half minutes in out of 15 with this one, and that's a 27 red. Another jackpot. You got to be kidding me. We're up $1,080. This is incredible. All right, let's spin again. Good day for LAC 515, who created the Dr. Pepper roulette system. This is just doing fantastic today. And another $10 win. We're up $1,090. Let's spin again. And this will be our last spin because we're at the 15-minute mark, and that's an 8 black. And another jackpot. Oh my goodness. So we ended up positive $1,160 profit with the Dr. Pepper roulette system. So that's going to be hard for Dasher Delight coming up here to do, but I can't wait to see if it can do it. And let's go ahead and jump right into it and get started. All right, it is time for the Dasher Delight roulette system by Randy. Let's go ahead and place the bets and get started. The first rule is you can't have a double street. That was the last number that hit, which is the 8. So let's make sure we don't have that included. We're going to pick 3 double streets that are not including that last number. And then we're also going to put a $5 bet on second column and spin. The timer is started, and I'll share with you the progression and how to win money with the Dasher Delight. That's a 20 black. Okay, and that's a $25 win to start. Really good start there, and we'll rebet and spin. There's going to be a lot of rules to this one, so make sure you stick around. It's still very simple to play, but you need to know how to play it, and that's a loss. So when we lose, and it's a total loss, we're going to double the bet. But there's going to be some other things that you're really going to need to know. For instance, the second column, if the second column wins, and then you lose the other 3 bets, you're going to take the loss. It's not a big loss, but you're going to take the loss. But on that one, we lost, so we lost all the bets, so we're going to go ahead and spin, and here we go. And that's a 4 black. That's a loss, so we're going to double the bet. And we have a lot of numbers covered here because we have the 18 numbers covered by the double streets. And then some of those are jackpot numbers that coincide with the second column. And you can see on that one there, we didn't lose all of them. We hit the second column. So if we hit the second column, Randy says that you do not increase the bet even though it's a loss. So we're minus 155 right now, but hang in there. We got patience and bankroll. Let's turn this thing around. That's a 12 red. That's an $80 win. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and rebet and spin. And let's see if we can get back in profit. That's a 7 red. And that's another loss, but that's a total loss, so we're going to double the bet. 320 total. This is why you need a $2,000 bankroll, just like the other one. And you can also use a $200 bankroll and reduce the bets to $1 if you'd like to do that as well. Now we hit the 35 black. We did hit the column. We're going to take that loss. So we're not going to increase the bets. We're minus 315. We need to get a jackpot number, and I'm going to share with you what those are here in a second. Right now we're being patient and waiting for something good to happen. And that's a $160 win, but we still haven't hit a jackpot. But that helps us out, so we're just going to rebet and spend. Now, obviously, the 11, the 14, the 20, the 23, and the 29 and the 32 are what we want. So let's go ahead and spin. That's a 13 black. Another $160 win, though. I like that. And let's go ahead and rebet and spin.
No more bets.
And here we go. That's a 5 red. That's an $80 loss, but we take that loss. We're minus 75, and that's because we won on the column, but not on the double streets. So when we do that, we do not increase the bet. All right, here we go. That's a 24 black. That's a $160 win. Let's check that out. That put us up 85, and that's a good win. And these nice partial wins have gotten us back in profit. So let's go ahead, and that's our first profit at 85 because we started out kind of rough. So that means we're going to start back with the original bet again. And when we do that, we go ahead and make sure that we're not betting on a double street that hit last. So we'll take that 24 out of there. And there we go. And $20 original bet again. And let's see if we can eventually hit one of these jackpot numbers, which change as you move the bets, but they're always in the second column. And that's a $20 loss. That's a total loss. That means we double the bet. We're up 65 right now, but we haven't hit any jackpots yet. We're being patient. And here we go. That's an 8 black. And that's a $10 loss, but we take that loss because we won the second column on that one. So we take small losses with the second column wins. And that's a 10 black. Okay, that's a total loss. So that means we double the bet. And we're down to 15 profit. But again, we're being patient, waiting for one of those jackpot numbers. There's 6 of them. So that's a 27 red. And that's a loss. And that's a... let's check that. That's a total loss. So we're going to double the bet to 160. But we have plenty of bankroll with the $2,000 bankroll or $200 bankroll with dollar units. Remember that as well for low rollers. And that's an $80 win. We'll take that partial win and rebet and spin. Here we go. That's a 14 red. That's a $200 win. That's our first jackpot. So now we're up 215. Check that out. So we hit the 14, which is in the double street and the second column. It took a while to do that, but once you reset, when you reset, you pick new numbers. So we're going to pick 3 more double streets that do not include the 14, and then and it's always second column. So we're back to the $20 original bet. We're almost 6 minutes in out of 15, and that's a 34 red. That's a $10 win. We'll take it. We're up 225, and we'll just rebet and spin at base level here. And let's hope we get some more jackpots. It's 6 numbers, but you know, if you're patient, then they'll usually come around. And there's a total loss, so we double the bet from 20 to 40. And here we go. That's a 20 black. That's another loss where we won on the second column, so we don't increase the bet. Here we go. Okay, and that's a loss. So that's a total loss, so we're going to double. Let me tell you why I really love this, though. Usually systems with 18 numbers covered, every time you lose, you double the bet. But with this one, and there's another total loss, so I'll tell you this before we place the next bet. So with this one, if you hit a column on any of the numbers that are not covered with double streets, which would be like the 29, the 20, the 17, 14, 11, or 2, you do not double the bet. So it keeps you it keeps your bankroll protected is what it does. And there's another total loss. So we've had a bunch of total losses, considering not only do we really have the 18 numbers covered without doubling, but we have all those other numbers I just told you about as well. So let's go ahead and spin again. Now we're at 160 total. We're 7.5 minutes in. And that's a 2 black. Okay, and that's one of those ones we don't increase on, which that keeps us from a really large bet that can bust our bankroll. And that's a 6 black. There's an $80 win. That's, it stops the bleeding a little bit. Let's go ahead and just repeat and spin. And I think we'll get another one of these jackpot numbers here before long, or just a bunch of partial wins would be good as well. There's a $200 win right there. That's a jackpot. We're back up 155. That means we're going to go back to the original bet. If you're close to session profit and you get a jackpot, you want to restart. So we're going to go back to the original $20 bet. Oh, we need to move them though. So let's make sure we're not betting on the 5. And we'll put 3 double streets out there, and then 1 on the second column, and spin. So make sure you do that when you reset. You change the bets and don't include the one that just hit with the jackpot. And that's a $25 win there, and that's a jackpot. We're up 180 now. So we need to pick, since that was a jackpot, we need to pick different streets. So here we go. We just have to make sure the 11's not in there. And let's go ahead and spin again. We're almost 9 minutes in out of 15. That's a 17 black. That's a $5 loss, which we just take that loss and move on without increasing because we won the column but not the double streets. And that's a 16 red. That's another total loss, so we double. But again, the reason this has a huge advantage over systems that just have 18 numbers that you double on is because we have all those numbers in the second column that are small losses, and that was a total loss, so we're going to double. But all those ones that are not covered, like the 29, the 20, the 17, the 14, 11, 8, all those numbers, if you hit them, you're not going to be doubling the bet, so it protects your bankroll. And those are all in addition to the other 18 numbers that we have covered. So that's pretty cool. And we're up 155. Let's just rebet and spin. Let's see if we can get a bunch of partial wins or jackpot. That's a 22 black. That's a nice $40 win. We're up 195. We'll just rebet and spin. We're 10 minutes in out of 15. Let's see if we can find a jackpot. And that's a 26 black. And that's a jackpot, $100 win. That puts us up 295. That means we're going to place the bets again and make sure we don't include the 26. So let's do that. And we're going to have the second column covered as usual. And here we go. 10.5 minutes in out of 15. That's a 17 black. That's another jackpot back to back. Okay, so we're picking again. We're up 320. And we're going to leave the 17 out here. Okay. Here we go. $20 total bet. And we're 10 minutes, 45 seconds in. That's a 30 red. That's a $10 win. We'll be happy with any partial wins as well. So we'll just rebet and spin with Dasher's Delight. And that is a 35 black. That's another jackpot right there. We're up 355. And let's pick 3 new ones. We just have to make sure we leave the 35 out. And we're up 355. Oh, actually, I left it off the column there. So when you make a mistake when you're playing roulette, that's okay. Just go ahead and and look at that. We would have won on that one if I had put the bet down right. So if you make a mistake, just go ahead and get back on track. We're still up $340. We all make mistakes, so just get back on track and don't dwell on the mistake. And that's a 12 red there. We're 12 minutes in out of 15. And that's a $10 win there. We're up 350. Let's spin again. And here we go. It's a 33 black. And that's a loss. That's a total loss. That means we double. But again, in order to have a total loss, not only do you have to miss all of the 18 numbers in the double streets, but you have to also miss all the second column. So that's another total loss. So we go from 40 to 80. But I feel much more comfortable with this than just having 18 numbers. If you miss those 18 numbers, you have to double. This is a lot better than that. So that's a $40 win, and we're up 330. And let's spin again. And that's the main thing that I really like about this over other systems like this. And that's a $40 win. We'll take it. We're up 370. Let's go ahead and spin again. Let's see if we can get one more jackpot number in us here. I tried to hit 0 there. That's a 9 red. Another $40 win. Fantastic. We're up 410. And let's spin again. Here we go. Tried to hit 00 there. 27 red. That's still a loss though. So that's a total loss. So we're going to double the bet to 160. And let's see if we can get a win here. Okay, that's a 33 black. Another total loss of 160. So this is why we have the $2,000 bankroll. You can see it dropped us back to 170 profit temporarily until we get a win. Here we go. Oh my goodness, that's not good. Back to back 33 black. So that's about the worst thing that can happen if it repeats like that. But we need to double again to 640. I think we'll get a win here and turn this thing around though. It's been doing really well. Just got some bad luck, and that's a 29 black. That's a 160 loss that we're going to take because we hit second column, but we did not hit any of the double streets. That's a 16 red. That's a $320 win. That's pretty good. But we're just going to stay right there and spin. See if we can get a little closer to session profit. And that's a 36 red. That's not good, I don't think there. That's bad. So now we have to, looks like we have about 1,400 left. So we can only double one more time. This is our last chance to double. And here we go. That's a 21 red. That's a $640 win. And what I would recommend is, even if you're not in session profit, if your bets get this large, reset and try to build it back up again. Don't be crazy. And I mean, just be thankful that, you know, that's not going to happen very often. And we make sure we don't have the 21 covered here. It's not going to happen very often where you have repeat numbers like that, but it does happen. So if you get out of a bad hole, get out of it. And if you have the opportunity. So we're going to double the bet on that one and spin. And actually our time just expired. So let's go ahead and this is our last spin. Okay, that's a $50 win. So we ended up $40 with the Dasher Delight roulette system. I really like it. I see a lot of benefits with it. We got some horrible numbers there at the end, which I don't think are normal. Although anything can happen when you're playing roulette, I think I would definitely use this in the casino because I like the idea that that we don't double. If we just miss the 18 numbers like normal, we double. With this one, not only do you not, I mean, you don't double unless you miss all the second column and you miss all of the numbers in the 3 double streets. So I really like that aspect of this. Again, it's a $2,000 bankroll and $20 starting bet, $5 on each. And I would love for you guys to test this one out, and please share your results in the comments as usual. And that really helps everyone in the community out, and I love seeing the results as well. And that way people can decide if they want to take it to the casino before, you don't want to go to the casino right before you test it. So let's test it. Let's share our results in the comments. I'll do the same and let you know, if I use it in the casino, how I do with Dasher Delight. But I really like the idea of it. Still ended up, but not near as much up as we were before. Dr. Pepper Roulette just did fantastic today, won over $1,000, and is definitely the winner today. But I like both systems, and this is the Roulette Master. And have a great day, everybody.